going back to the original premise, Ellery's, Bernard LaChance, Robo Knight, Harry J. Race, Joe Zillig, Karen Fawcett, Country and Western, Oyster Cracker Man, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, your team. So, Bernard, if you're a group of people who basically are holding certain children hostage so you could force yourself up into space. So, Bernard, if you're holding Kimberly or any person hostage to force you go into space, or Oyster Cracker Man there, the 61 amphibious spaceman in your team. If you're holding Bailey Katir hostage have them force you into space, or Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Joe Zillig, if you're holding me hostage, have them force you into space. Robo Knight, so they pushed you into space. Wouldn't it, Bernard, Perlita, Dave? The original premise would have worked better than you stealing it and screwing it up, Perlita. So that's where I could say Perlita Quinwan stole the Yahoo, or Karen Country and Western. The group of you stole it, Bernard, Ellery's, Robo Knight. And then you blame the kids when it doesn't work right after you jacked it up, Bernard, with your blue cans of shit in your boxes. So if I was the military, Bernard, and I flew planes or helicopters, or if I was NASA or Apple or Microsoft or Google, any of those entities, IHS, to help put that stuff in the air, Lockheed, I'd tell you, the group of you, no. Because you're a threat and you're a danger, and you would do the same thing once you got on the ship in space, Joe. And do you know what stress is? Stressing it out, Joe. Stressing out your military or your militias, right? Your organized group. So basically, Red Robo Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and your group there, All America, Country and Western, Robo Knight, Ellery's, Joe, stressing out your team or your soldiers. So we got Robo Knight and Joe in their group, throw a tizzy fit, East Coast, then the Midwest, like Colorado down. This is the hillbilly way, and then to the West Coast, throwing a tizzy fit, and then they will go to Canada, or Bernard and them, the Bitted Bat 4, the Blue Boys. They'll go to Canada or Mexico and then throw a fit there, or then they'll go overseas and throw a fit. This is all you're gonna do, bit to poop, Robo Knight. That's all you got, faded out, Indian coward. So if you run a private militia there, Robo Knight, or even in the military, I'd let you stress out your group, your team, until there's nothing left. Okay, because you obviously, with your egos, think you're gonna always win or whatnot. So I'll let you stress out your people till you have nothing. So what do you really command? What did you really ever own? Zero. You stole it. And you run around telling everybody how great and ego, like Joe, how great you are, like the Bali Negro or whatnot. You stole it. Elton Anderson, Donald Wiley, you stole it for the Bitted Fat Perlita, can't do it, Bidden, Stelia, all this shit. So I let you stress yourself out and let you throw your temper tantrum, Robo Knight, because it means that, and Harry and Joe, Stan, Karen, Vows, Perlita, Dodd, it means when you throw a temper tantrum that you broke. And I'll let your team, Robo Knight, and your followers keep stressing themselves out, your cult, Bernard, LaChance, and all that, because I know that's all you got is to make up a story, Bernard E. LaChance or E. Freeman, because you think you need to hold people hostage and do to get what you want because you're a thief, or you make up a story to cover up your war crimes. So I'll let you stress out your militia and then still tell you no. Get it, Bernard? So fight your war with the Robo Knight and all that, and Joe, because you're stressing out. It's not working for you because your leadership wasn't correct in the first place, Joe, because you stole it and you spent all this money and time, Harry, trying to make it work when you fully well knew you stole it and couldn't get it to work. And so then you guys go into your abusive temper tantrum. And then, forced confessions and torture and eye poke and all that shit. That means you broke too. So, that's what you're left with. And like I said, If I was the military, the police, the firefighters, FBI, CIA, I'd let you guys run around like the fools that you are. Throw up a couple drones. I don't even, if you send messengers and stuff, I don't even need to see the message. I just see where you guys move. And they got you. And they just let the temper tantrum of the crybabies go because they can't handle it on a planet. So therefore, I know you guys couldn't handle it on a ship or even in an airplane or in outer space. So even if NASA took you up there in their space center, Robo Knight, or Japan or whoever, you even make your own rocket to hover around. You're even your own dial to hover around back and forth, Robo Knight? Or is that just an illusion? But even if you're in it or not, Harry, you're still a rapist, pedophile, nasty piece of shit, Robo Knight. And so will Red Randy will be, and all that stuff, because it was never meant for you guys, Hillary. Never was. And we all know in the world that we're just ran by a bunch of spoiled, delusional idiots